Good morning, student, and welcome to this lecture. In previous lecture, we saw different religions in India, and different thoughts who get birth in India, and some religions come to India from another part of the uh, world. So here we are going through uh, all these points in this lesson. Okay, so we will go for the homework. You have to do exercise of this lesson, that is fill in the blanks, answer in a short. There is write a short notes. This whole exercise you have to complete and send this photograph on the homework group. Okay, now let us move forward. It is very interesting lesson. Okay, through these lessons we come to know about the whole India and its distribution into the different type of states. Let us call these states Janapada and Mahajanapadas. Janapada means a small state and Mahajanapada means a big state. Okay, the process of this state, the ruling of these Janapadas or Mahajanapadas are totally different. Basically, Janapada means the rule of the people, and Mahajanapada belongs to the kingdom, generally to the kings. Okay, king system. So let us look these Janapadas, because these Janapada and Mahajanapadas, the whole India is divided. Okay, basically we can say administratively these Janapada and Mahajanapadas are different, but all these Janapada and Mahajanapadas were culturally uniform. Okay, because if one wants to make a decision about the religion, there are certain cities which are considered as the center of that religion. Okay, they there are some dharma shastris. Shastra means we can say the rule, considered in respect of this Janapada and Mahajanapada. This Shastra nowadays, the Shastra means science. Okay, but at that period it is to be considered as a law. Okay, Shastra means law of a society, law of a king. It is to be considered as a Shastra, because it is related with the people's living being. Okay, so here we are going to basically these Janapadas were total 16 in numbers, and there are so many others also, but majorly we have to consider who has an impact on the Bharata. Okay, that time India is not existed. So we are called our nation as a Bharat from ancient time. The meaning one person must know the meaning of Bharat. Bharat. Okay, Bharat. It is to be considered as the servant of sun, or we can say uh, servant of sun. This sun is a god. Sun is a one type of deity. Okay, we can say Bharata means the light of the god, the light of the Surya. So here are the 16 Janapada and Mahajanapada. Look at the top. In the Afghanistan region we have Kamboj. Below that we have Gandhar, nowadays Pakistan. Okay. Then it is Kuru, upper side of the upper side uh, to the Delhi. It is Kuru. Matsya is under the uh, Delhi. Shaurasen, below that Matsya, right to the it is Panchal, then Kosala, Malla, Vraja means Bihar, it is the part of nowadays Bihar. Below that we have Kashi and Maghada and Anga. And at the Madhya Pradesh, today's Madhya Pradesh, we have Chedi, Vatsa, and to the west of the Chedi is Avanti. Below that, nowadays Maharashtra is Ashmaka. Okay, these are the majorly 16 Janapada and Mahajanapada. Okay, so let us look with an explanations about their importance at that period. Janapada means the small state. The period from 1000 BC to 600 BC is considered to be the post-Vedic period. So Vedanta period, it is called as, it is considered as a Vedanta period. Ved and Ant means at the end of the Vedic period. Okay, it is in this period that the Janapadas came into existence. Janapadas were many small states that spread from today's Afghanistan, which is to the northwest of the India and subcontinent, to the Bengal and Odisha in the east, to the Maharashtra in the south. The Janapada called Ashmak occupied the part of today's Maharashtra. The name of this Janapada can be found in Sanskrit, Pali, Ardhamagadi literature. One can also find informations about them in the writing of Greek historian. Some of the Janapadas were having a monarchical system, while others have republics. So Mahajanapadas, here is the Mahajanapadas: Kosala, Vatsa, Avanti and Magadha. Kosala, Vatsa, Avanti and Magadha. These are Mahajanapadas. Kosala Mahajanapada was located in the foothills of the Himalaya. in the region of Uttar Pradesh and Nepal. Nowadays Nepal. At that time, Nepal is not existed. Okay, it is to be considered as India or Bharata. The famous cities of Kosala were Shravasti, uh, Kushavati, and Saket. Nowadays also these cities were existed. Okay, Shrivasti, Kushavati, Saket. Name will be different, but it is situated. Shravasti was the capital of Kosala. Gautam Buddha had lived in the famous Vihara Jetavan at Shravasti for a long time. The Kosala king Prasenajit was the contemporary of Buddha and Vardhaman Mahavir. So here is the king named Prasenajit, who lived at the time of Gautam Buddha and Vardhaman Mahavir. Later, the state of Kosala merged with Magadha. It is merged into Magadha. The Mahajanapada Vatsa. The Mahajanapada Vatsa was located in the region around the Prayag. So nowadays it is near about Kashi. That is Allahabad today in Uttar Pradesh. Nowadays the name of Allahabad also changed to Prayagraj. Kosam is the capital of Vatsa, was the ancient city of Kaushambi. Ancient city Kaushambi. It was an important center of trade. Three extremely rich merchants of Kaushambi had built three viharas of Gautam Buddha and his followers. The king Udayana was the contemporary of Gautam Buddha. After King Udayan, the state of Vatsa could not maintain its independent existence for a long period. The king of Avanti, Mahajanapada, conquered the state. Avanti, ancient kingdom of the Avanti, was located in Malava region, Madhya Pradesh. Ujjaini was the capital. The city was an important trade center. The king Avanti Pradyot was a contemporary of Gautam Buddha and Vardhaman Mahavir during the reign of King Nandivardhan. The state of Avanti was merged into the Magadha Empire. Next, Mahajanapada is Magadha. Mahajanapada Magadha. It was spread through the regions of Gaya, Patna in Bihar and some part of the region in Bengal. The capital of Magadha was Rajgruha, nowadays Rajgir, and King Bimbisara palace was built by the architect Mahagovinda Jivaka. The famous physician was the court of Bimbisara. Bimbisara had become a follower of Gautam Buddha. The Janapada had a Ganaparishad of senior citizens, members of Gan Parishad, came together for discussions and made discussions regarding administrative issues. The place where the discussions took place were known as a Santhagar. Gautam Buddha hailed from the Shakya Republic. Every Janapada has its own coinage. Some Janapadas gradually became stronger and expanded their geographical boundaries. Such Janapadas came to be known as Mahajanapadas. From the literature of that period, it is clear that up to 6th century BCE, 16th Mahajanapadas has acquired a special importance, that is Kosala, Vatsa, Avanti, and Magadha. Among them became a more powerful. Rise of Magadha Empire. Ajatashatru, the son of Bimbisara, continued the policy of expansion of Magadha Empire. He successfully conquered the many republics of the east. The kingdom of Magadha prospered during the reign of Ajatashatru. He had become the follower of Gautam Buddha. After Mahaparinirvana of Gautama Buddha, it was during his reign that the first Buddhist council, what we call is a Sangiti, held at Rajgriha. The foundation of, so it is explanative lesson that we must get informations by reading this lesson. So you have to read this lesson, take out the points, and remember that points. The foundations of the new capital Patilgram of Magadha was laid during the Ajatashatru's period. Later, it became a famous Pataliputra. The Pataliputra was probably the vicinity of today's Patna city. A noteworthy successor of Ajatashatru was the Magadha king Shishunag, and he annexed the kingdom of Avanti, Kosala, Vatsa to Magadha. Nearly the entire region of North India came under the control of Magadha. That was how the Magadha Empire took shape. The Nanda king of Magadha, the Nandas ruled the Magadha Empire between 364 BCE to 324 BCE. Had a setup of good administrative system. They had set up of a good administrative system necessary to run a huge empire. They had a huge 4-column army of infantry, cavalry, chariot, and elephants. The Nandas also introduced the system of standard weight and measures. The Dhanananda was the last king of Nanda dynasty. By this time, the Magadha Empire had extended up to the Punjab. However, during the Dhanananda's region, ambitious youth Chandragupta Maurya won Patliputra, ended the Nanda regime, laid the foundation of Maurya Empire. In the next chapter, we will read the foreign invasions on the western and northwestern frontier India during the rise of Maurya Empire, and also read about the Maurya Empire in a great detail. So here are the 16 Mahajanapadas: Kashi, Kosala, Koshal Prant is now Lucknow, Malla, Gorakhpur, Vatsa, nowadays Prayagraj, Chedi, Kanpur, uh, Kuru, Delhi, Panchal, Rohila Khand, Matsya, Jaipur, Shurasena, Mathura, Ashmak, Aurangabad, Maharashtra, Avanti, Ujjain, Anga, Champa, East, Magadha, South Bihar, Brij, North Bihar, Gandhar, Peshawar, Kumbhoj, near Gandhar. So here we completed this lesson by reading. So now let us look at the picture. Here is the diagram, that is Manda, Harappa, Afghanistan. This is Harappan civilization. We completed this lesson by reading Janapada and Mahajanapada. Okay, so this is the lesson number 6, and here is the picture of Ashmaka in Maharashtra, below the river of Tapi and Narmada, Chedi, Vatsa, Kashi. Basically, it is situated in Bihar, Punjab, Bengal, etc. These 16 Mahajanapadas. Okay. So we completed this lesson by reading. In the next lecture we will go through the important points of this lesson. Okay.